The stunning images coming in from Tennessee. Several major fires fueled by 60-mile-per-hour winds, and we have just learned tonight that the fires have now turned deadly. It is hard to grasp the true scope of this disaster. Just look through the windshield of this car, surrounded by flames there on both sides of the road. So many trying to escape tonight, an entire city evacuated. The flames creeping toward a cabin, a surveillance camera capturing it all. And Tennessee state troopers guiding families away from their homes through the thick smoke and fallen trees. ABC's Lindsay Janis leads us off from Tennessee tonight.
Hit the gas, hit the gas.
Tonight, the race to escape the flames.
Go, 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 go.
Embers flying over the windshield.
That about these tires aren't we?
Michael Luciano riding shotgun as he and a friend drove through the massive fire in the Great Smoky Mountains. Winds gusting to 60 miles per hour, fanning the flames.
Police rushing door to door, evacuating the entire city of Gatlinburg.
Police pounded on the door and said, "You got to go right now."
The wall of fire engulfing this cabin. Terrified guests trapped inside the Park Vista Hotel as the one next door erupts.
You had to lay perfectly flat on the ground or the smoke was just too thick.
At least 3 dead, officials calling it apocalyptic.
This is a fire for the history books because it is unlike anything most have ever seen.
Look, it's blotted out the sun.
Sunrise bringing images of the devastation in the hardest hit areas.
Just look at this home, completely burnt to the ground. You can see this giant steel beam twisted and bent by the heat of the fire. It's still smoldering.
More than 150 homes and businesses destroyed.
There's areas in there, it looks like a bomb has gone off.
The Great Smoky Mountains are a hugely popular tourist destination and the home of Dolly Parton's theme park, Dollywood. 12 cabins there burned, but the main park is safe.
In a statement, Parton saying she is praying for all the families affected and the firefighters who are working so hard.
David, the mayor of Gatlinburg, says the next 24 hours will be critical in putting out fires like this one at this burnt-down motel. The bad news, the winds are expected to whip up tonight. The good news, some much-needed rain is on the way in the morning. David?
Lindsay, thank you. Just a devastating scene there behind you. And you heard me mention the winds at the top, so let's get right to meteorologist Rob Marciano. Rob, when you hear about those 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, that certainly does not help.
No, it's a trigger, David, and just like last night, we've got high winds expected tonight. Take a look at this. High wind watches and warnings in the fire zone in advance of the next batch of rain. Beneficial rains, but that same system is spawning tornadoes tonight in Louisiana and in Mississippi. A very dangerous situation. Folks who live in and around Monroe, Jackson, especially Tupelo, Mississippi, need to be on guard now for the next 4 or 5 hours. It moves east tomorrow over the fire zone as a beneficial rain and across much of the Northeast, including here in New York and New England, which today it's been raining all day. David?
Rob Marciano with us tonight. Rob, thank you.
The storms provided some help in the battle against wildfires in the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. Today, 3 more bodies were recovered, bringing the death toll to at least 7. The fires destroyed more than 700 buildings. DeMarco Morgan is in Tennessee.
We are standing in what's left of what once was a window to this 3-bedroom home, now just part of the frame still left after wildfires destroyed the place. And now all you can see is remnants. Burned out appliances, and some of the items you can pretty much make out, like this AC here and the fireplace. This home had been in the Cogdale family for more than 5 decades. Now, if you look to my left, you can see the shed and the garage, which is also destroyed here, a place that family members say held most of their memorabilia pieces that they cherish. They also told us that the fire actually started far behind us at this mountain here. The locals call it the Falls, and quickly spread over the highway to where we are now. It is a devastating loss. Anthony?
DeMarco Morgan. Thanks, DeMarco.
Good evening on this Wednesday night, and we begin with those tornado sirens ringing out across several states. Real concerns late today. We would see even more and difficult weather into the night. These twisters have been deadly. More than 24 reported tornadoes from Louisiana to Tennessee, many striking as people slept. Those who were awake sharing their stories now of racing into shelters. One of those tornadoes leveling parts of Rosalie, Alabama, including a daycare center where families had taken shelter. Tonight, this system reaching all the way up to the northeast, and we begin here with ABC's Philip Mena in Alabama.
Tornado warning. Tonight, a full-on tornado outbreak is hammering the south. This massive funnel cloud caught north of Miramar Beach, Florida. Water spouts crashing ashore. In Atlanta, tornado sirens sound the alarm as residents shelter in place.
You need to seek shelter immediately.
This after more than 24 reported twisters overnight.
It looks like a war zone up here.
Residents emerged from storm shelters to utter destruction.
The damage here is absolutely awful.
At least 3 killed in the town of Rosalie, Alabama. The tornado, a massive EF2, wind speeds over 110 miles an hour. This daycare in Flat Rock flattened. You can see the toys among the wreckage. 3 adults and 3 children who took shelter here seriously injured. The storm's cutting a deadly path from Mississippi.
We're really lucky that nobody was hurt here tonight. It could be the other way.
To Tennessee, where 2 more people were killed in the storm as they still deal with raging wildfires.
David, this debris and the foundation is all that is left of this daycare center. Neighbors telling us this was one of the few places that they could take shelter when the storm hit. Tonight, residents here are still shell-shocked. David?
Philip Mena leading us up. Phil, thank you.
A line of deadly and destructive storms overnight devastated communities across the South. A suspected tornado killed 3 people when it tore through a mobile home in northern Alabama. 4 children were hurt when a 24-hour daycare center was destroyed.
Video shows homes leveled and debris scattered across the landscape. The National Weather Service says 6 confirmed tornadoes hit Mississippi. Possible tornadoes were also reported in Tennessee as well as northern Alabama. Anna Werner is here with the toll. Anna, good morning.
Good morning. There are still thousands without power across Alabama after that powerful storm system pounded the state with heavy rain, hail, and tornadoes.
16 to 20 structures in Jackson County, Alabama were destroyed when a deadly storm tore through the region. In Birmingham, strong winds ignited this house fire. Planes at the Lamar County Airport in Vernon, Alabama were crushed by debris. At least 6 confirmed tornadoes touched down in Mississippi overnight.
Woo! Tree down.
The powerful storms leveled multiple homes. Ray Higginbotham escaped injury when the storm peeled the roof off his grocery store building. High winds flipped this FedEx truck on its side. The storms also brought heavy rain to the area and flooded roads.
As we mentioned, the National Weather Service says a number of children were critically injured, and the threat isn't over this morning. Flash flood warnings have been issued in multiple counties throughout the state. Gail?
Thank you very much, Anna.
He stopped there before.
And now to Saudi Arabia, where sub-zero temperatures in recent days have led to an unusual sight, a blanket of snow in the desert. Now, Saudi Arabia has a hot desert climate, but now snow covers desert sands in the central and northwestern regions. Cars are skidding on roads because many motorists are unfamiliar with driving over ice. But excited Saudis are making the most of it as some make snowmen and have snowball fights.